Hey, Wind Clan. This is Heather Huff coming to you. I hope you can hear me okay. I am obviously outdoors. You can hear the pounding waves, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So, just wanted to come on one last time as having been holding the energy of the North for the I Am Symposium. And I just want to say what a huge honor that this has been. And I'm so sad that it's coming to a close. I've just enjoyed it so much and seeing everyone's altars and the wisdom that everyone has been sharing and just the power that's growing in the group. It's just so inspiring to see such a large collection of like-minded people coming together in a common vision for healing and awakening. And I want to say a huge thank you to Renee for creating this group and for holding this space for this community to grow, because it's really something spectacular. So why I'm outside, as you can see behind me, there is a shelter. And for a couple of days, the North Wind has been wanting me to bring a message to all of you. But I've had a really nasty cough and I haven't been able to talk very well. So finally it's cleared up enough today that I can do it. And when I asked the North Wind, which is my favorite wind of all the winds. Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to say about that. So for those of you who are new to the Wind Clans and new to the wind work, I just wanted to share that something I really, really love about the wind work is that it gives us a context, oh here comes the wind, and a framework with which to communicate and understand with the wind. And I'm sure many of you will relate to this. The wind has been speaking to me my entire life. I just didn't really get it in those terms. And Renee's book and the wind work, it just provides such a great structure of getting to know the individual winds and developing relationships with them so that you can become allies with them and they will help you in your life. So we're here today with the North Wind. So what the North Wind wanted me to share with all of you is that the North Wind is very intense, right? It is the energy of winter. It's that intense energy of a storm. And our natural instinct, my kids might pop in a minute, our natural instinct is often to seek shelter from the storm. So we have a very primitive makeshift shelter back here that someone was creative enough to create. Hey Marcy, thanks for coming on with me and the North Wind. We're talking about seeking shelter from the storm or going out and braving the storm. So the winter brings with it, the north wind brings with it often trial and tribulation, and challenges our fortitude and our strength and our commitment and our endurance. Certainly sometimes those cold, intense winds of winter, whether literal or figurative, can be fatigue inducing. It can tear us down and tire us down, facing challenge after challenge, which can be a very North thing to experience. And so the North Wind wanted me to bring this idea to you guys. Sometimes we think it's time to seek shelter and we want to run, we want to hide from the North Wind. But sometimes what our growth really most calls us to do is to step out of the shelter and into the wind. And so obviously we can only answer that for ourselves. We can only know that by turning inside and asking, am I really supposed to seek shelter right now? Or am I supposed to go out in the wind? Am I supposed to stand in the wind and let it clean me, let it scour me, let it wash away, right, with its strength? Everything I might be holding on to that feels comfortable, but that's maybe getting in my way. So what I'm going to do right now is the North Wind actually wanted to do the speaking. So I'm just kind of a preempt for the main star of this video, which is the North Wind. So I'm out at Canyon Lake, which is located in the hill country of South Central Texas. It's gorgeous. There's my dog. So I'm going to turn the camera around. So the north wind is high today. And so I'm just gonna let it, what it wants is it just wants to blow into our clan, into our community, and you connect with it. Feel that north wind. And the north wind wants you to ask it, is it time to seek shelter? Or is it a time in my life for me to step into the wind and find out what I'm really made of? So without further ado, here's the north wind. Something so powerful and magical about the wind and the water interacting. So as you watch this, you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. Feel into the wind. Let that north wind in and ask it, is it time for me to step out into the wind? Is it time for me to seek shelter? The wind will always be true to you. Especially the north wind. You can use it as a way to find your deep inner truth. All right, you guys, thanks for having me. Enjoy the wind.